Okay, guys, our mini lesson today is I can write about the main idea and supporting details of a text read aloud by using a graphic organizer. So before we really get into our writing lesson, right? Yesterday we read about it. Today we're going to write about it. Okay, and we're going to work through this together before you guys do it on your own. Because you guys are going to work with a different story Thursday and Friday. All right, guys. So what we're going to do is this. Right? We were working on the main idea and the details. But from our story yesterday, Sophia Valdez, class prez, I want you to take a moment. We're going to think and talk. What were some of the problems Sophia had in the story? Right? So yesterday we read Sophia Valdez, future prez. And if we remembered, we were given the main idea. The text is mostly about how Sophia doesn't give up on turning a slimy mess in her neighborhood into a beautiful park. But let's just refresh our memories. What were some of the problems Sophia had yesterday in her story? Alrighty. Colby, I saw your hand up, and then I'll come to Ari. Go ahead and unmute yourself.
I just wanted to tell you that yesterday I showed my aunt the book and let my aunt listen to it.
Oh, wonderful. So do you remember any of the problems that Sophia had yesterday in the story?
All her neighbors thought she was going to do it by herself.
Actually, yeah, that's what a problem that you might not have noticed, right? All the neighbors, when she decided, hey, I want to start a park, they were telling her what they wanted, but they were like, all right, now you go do the park. She's like, I can't do it by myself. Awesome. Anyone else? Is there another problem that she had in the story? Whether it was why she wanted to start the park or even what happened when she went to City Hall. Yes, Ari. Get yourself unmuted. Yes, Ari, what was one of her problems?
When she went to City Hall, she said she couldn't do it.
Oh, the clerk, right? The clerk said she couldn't do it, but then she kind of proved them wrong, right? She was nervous.
She was like, I could get this community to help me.
Yeah, and she ended up, right, getting the petition signed and even like talking to the mayor of the city, which is pretty incredible if you're a second grade kid. All right, so what we're going to do today, though, is we're going to take the graphic organizer that we filled out yesterday, and we're going to turn it into a paragraph. Ooh, 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 ooh. All right, so we're going to work through this together, though, and how to turn your graphic organizer into a paragraph. Because when we come back Thursday and Friday, y'all are going to do it on your own. So first of all, what is a paragraph? Paragraph's a group of sentences about one main idea, okay? So that means the paragraph's got the same topic. A paragraph has about, five sentences, okay?
And this was
now, the paragraph has 3 parts, okay? The first part is your topic sentence. You can kind of think of that as the top of a stool that you sit on, right? And the topic sentence tells the main idea. In this paragraph, dogs are the best type of pet, whether you agree with it or not. That means this whole paragraph is going to talk about how dogs are the best pet. That's first part. Second part, dun, 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 detail sentences. Those are supporting the main idea. That's what we've really been working on this week, right? Pulling out those rainbow stripes. So let's read the detail sentences. Dogs are friendly. They love to go on walks. Dogs will get excited when you get home, right? All of these sentences support or give reasons to our main idea, right? And who can tell me right now? Let me see a hand. Who can tell me what's our main idea of this paragraph? What's the author trying to teach the reader? Right? We can find that. I'm going to kind of call, who haven't I heard for a while? Jeremiah, I'm going to unmute you. All right, Jeremiah. What's this whole paragraph talking about? What is the writer trying to teach the reader?
The dogs are friendly, nice, kind.
Good, right? Those are the details, but ultimately, right, how dogs are the best type, right? How they're the best type of pet. And these are kind of the reasons why, right? And Jeremiah, yeah, what was one of the details? What was one of the reasons why dogs are the best? What was one of the reasons the author gave?
Dogs are friendly.
Beautiful.
They love to go on walks. Dogs will get
excited. Right. Beautiful, right? So those are the reasons that all give us more information about our topic sentence. But we're not done yet. Dun, 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 dun. It's cut off a little bit here, but we've got something called the conclusion sentence. And that just restates the main idea or re-says the main idea. And it's the very last sentence, right? You got to wrap it up. I love having a dog as my pet, right? And that's just kind of saying the first sentence over again. All right, so we got our topic sentence. Dogs are the best type of pet. That's just going to tell the reader what you're writing about. Detail sentences, kind of like the legs on a stool. All right, now you got to tell the reader why they're the best pet. Well, dogs are friendly. They love to go on walks. Dogs get excited when you get home. But you can't leave the reader hanging. You got to wrap it all up. I love having a dog as my pet. And then that is the perfect three-part paragraph. It's talking about the same main idea. I've got my topic, sentence, details, and conclusion. Now we're going to do this, but we're going to kind of work with this for our story. All right, we're going to be turning a graphic organizer into a paragraph. All right, so I know this is a lot to look at, but what we're going to do is we're going to be turning this organizer with our main idea and 3 details we talked about yesterday from Sophia Valdez, Future Prez. We're going to turn that into a paragraph. The beautiful thing is, most of the work is done for us. We just have to make sure we hit the 3 parts. All right, our topic sentence. The text is mostly about how Sophia doesn't give up on turning a slimy mess in her neighborhood into a beautiful park. That's already done. That's the main idea of the story and our paragraph. Who can tell me though, now we've got to fill in the details. What does that mean? What are we going to put for the details? Who thinks they know for that, right? We've got our first topic sentence. The text is mostly about how Sophia doesn't give up on turning a slimy mess in her neighborhood into a park. Now we got to go to the second part of the paragraph, number 2, the details. What kind of details are we going to put there? Who thinks they know? All right, Simeon, you want to, oh, I see you're kind of drinking. Be careful with that drink though. All right, Cameron, let me hear from you. Yeah, what kind of things, what do you think we're going to put here in those details? All right, do you need a helpline?
Help.
All right, so we're going to add those supporting details. Any helpline for Cameron? I think what we're going to do is I'm going to show you the first detail, and that's going to kind of help you out. First, Sophia became very upset when her abuela was injured on a huge pile of trash in her neighborhood. That's one detail down, right? And we're kind of explaining our main idea about how Sophia turned this trash pile into a park. But I only have one detail about how her abuelo got injured. What's another detail I could add? What's something else that was supporting detail from the story that happened? Does anyone remember something else? One of the problems? Think about what happened at City Hall. Let me come back to you, Cameron. All right, Cameron, you can go ahead and unmute yourself. And then Carrie, I'll come back to you. Yeah, what happened in the story yesterday? Remember when she went to City Hall?
Yes.
Yeah, so what happened when she went to City Hall? What's the detail that happened there?
She got a paper.
Awesome. She got the petition that they had to sign. Wonderful detail, right? Because you can't just create a park. You got to get permission. Excellent answer. All right, Carrie, let me hear from you.
She didn't get any help with the thing.
Right. Well, so in the beginning, she was alone, but by the end of the story, Carrie, did she have any help building the park? Yeah, who helped her out? Okay. Yeah, who helped? Yeah, Carrie, who helped her out building the park?
What did Teacher Harmony do?
All right, Carrie, I think you know the answer. I know you got a lot going on there. I'll come back to you, okay? All right. So our next detail. Next, just like Cameron was saying, she spoke to the entire government of Blue Creek to tell them her ideas about her park. The mayor let her start a petition. Last, and what I think Carrie was trying to say, her whole community came together to sign the petition and help build Citizens Park. All of these details let the reader understand, okay, how did she go from turning a trash pile into a park? And yes, Carrie, I see your hand up. Go ahead and unmute yourself.
I made something.
All right, so let's stay focused on the lesson, okay? But that could be good for our Sanford Harmony meetup. All right, that could be a great one for our Sanford Harmony meetup. But last not least, we've got our conclusion sentence, right? And I like to end it with this sentence starter. The main character taught the reader that even kids can achieve great things. So all we did, if I go back, we turned our details we talked about yesterday and our main idea statement into a paragraph, right? That's all we did. And the paragraph has those 3 parts. All right, so we're gonna kind of skip over this one real quick. All right, so the paragraph's got 3 parts. So let's kind of quiz you on this before I send you off to your independent task. All right, so paragraph, topic sentence, detail sentences, conclusion.
Jessica, do you find that everyone is learning?
All right, so yep, I'll tell you after, no, this is our lesson. I'll show you what your assignment is in just a second. So remember, let's see if we can figure out by reading the definition what the paragraph parts are. All right. And they're out of order. We'll click and drag. Who thinks they know what part this is? Sentences in the middle that support the main idea. What do we call those? Yes, Colby.
Detail sentences.
Beautiful. Those are the detail sentences, right? Those are our supporting details that go in the middle. Wonderful. Has 5 sentences and is about one main idea. Do we call that a paragraph, a topic sentence, or a conclusion sentence? Let me hear from, all right, let me see. All right, I heard from Colby. I should have done Dojo Random. All right, I'm gonna ask a couple of you to get unmuted. All right, CJ, let me hear from you. What do we call something that has 5 sentences and is about one main idea? Do you call it a paragraph, a topic sentence, or conclusion sentence? Take your best guess. Which one do you think that is?
Topic.
Close. The topic is about one main idea, but I'm gonna call on a helpline. All right, let's see, Jeremiah, you're very close. Good guess. All right, Jeremiah, which one do you think it is?
It's paragraph.
Yeah, that's what we call, right? And a paragraph has 5 sentences and about one main idea. All right, now we've got to figure out the conclusion sentence or topic. Restates or resays the main idea and is the last sentence. Which one do we call the last sentence? The last sentence. I'm going to call on you, Kenneth, and then I'm going to end with Ali if she's not frozen. Kenneth, which one do you think we call the last sentence in a paragraph? Is it the conclusion sentence or the topic sentence? Take a guess. Kenneth, go ahead and unmute yourself. All right, Kenneth. Yeah, go ahead and unmute yourself, Kenneth. Which one? Do we call the last sentence in a paragraph the conclusion sentence or the topic sentence?
Conclusion.
Beautiful. It is the end, and it kind of wraps everything up. And then, CJ, I'm going to come back to you.
Okay.
Restates the main idea or topic. Oops, sorry. Oops. All right, which sentence do we call introduces the main idea and is the first sentence? What do we call that? It's the first sentence in the paragraph. Which one do we call that? We've got just one option left. I'm not sure, CJ, you shouldn't be typing anything just yet. All right, CJ, what do we call the sentence that introduces the main idea and is the first sentence in the paragraph?
The topic.
The topic sentence. Beautiful. All right, you guys. So our important takeaway today is this. Today, we turned our main idea graphic organizer into a topic sentence, details, and conclusion sentence.